Hello and good evening, everyone. So, hope you all had a fantastic weekend and a good start to the week, a profitable start to the week, I should say. That's always a good start. So, yeah, jump into screen sharing mode then. And basically, on this live stream, because I do try and do these every single Monday, unless I'm very, very ill and my throat is just unable to cope with it, or I noticed on a bank holiday Monday there literally is no one that joins. It's understandably, bank holiday Mondays. We know what most people are doing on a bank holiday. So, yeah, I try not to set up a live stream on that date. Just doesn't make sense. But here on a regular Monday evening at 7 p.m., I do try and get these streams going. Basically, any questions that you have to do with either match betting. We've got value betting, each way value betting, football trading, anything you want to know about any of these. Obviously, I may not be able to answer every single question, but I will try my best. And if there's something that I can't help you with, then there is, of course, always the Facebook groups that I've set up, which have knowledgeable people in there as well. So obviously, if I can't help you, there should be someone in there as well that can help you, should I say. There's over 6,000 members now in the Match Betting Facebook group. There are over 2,000 people in the Betfair Trading Facebook group. And I've even set up a Australian Match Betting Facebook group. There's a US American Match Betting Facebook group. So there really is a Facebook group for everyone. Pretty much everyone. Of course, the links for all those Facebook groups are down in the description at the very bottom there. But yeah, Oddsmonkey here. This, of course, is my favorite UK-based match betting software. This is the original site. So if you've recently signed up to Oddsmonkey and you're wondering why it looks different on my screen, that's the reason. If you would like to go to the original version, like what I use, you would just simply click log out in the top right-hand corner and then log back in on the login screen where you put your username and password. It says, I think it's either use old website or use old version. Tick that box and then click login. And obviously it would bring you onto this here. Main reason really is because I'm so used to using this original site, and especially the extra place matcher. I'm extremely used to using this version rather than the new site. I mean, the new site is stunning, looks fantastic, but I'm just really, really accustomed to this original version here. Each way sniper here. This, of course, is for your each way value bets. There is for those of you that don't know, there's a manual and automatic version of this software. This is the manual, of course. So here we can see on the Chepstow 7:35 race this evening, the horse called the Dali, or is that pronounced the Daily? So it might be the Dali Express with Unibet. Back odds of 8.5 gives us a 1.24 positive rating on that one. So anything that's 100% or higher, you would want to get on with these. And on a Saturday when I share these bets, I do usually have my filter set to 104. So I just go into filter here, put minimum rating 104 and press apply. But I thought I'll set it at 100 here just to have more chances of showing bets here. Obviously, checking at 7 p.m. on a Monday evening is not an ideal time to check these. Most of the races have already run for the day. But yeah, you could literally just place that bet now, and you've just placed, if you've not done any value betting, just jump over to your Unibet account, select the Dali Express on the Chepstow 7:35. As long as the back odds are still at 8.5, just put £1 on that, tick each way box, so it's a £1 each way back bet, and that's it. You just place it. There's no need to lay that bet or anything. Of course, every bet doesn't win, but over time you will highly likely, although I'm not going to guarantee you profits, but the extreme likelihood is that you'll be in a nice profit, and that's what we've been seeing since I've been involved in this software, with sharing it on the YouTube channel. It's actually, coincidentally, July last year was when I first started talking about this. So 1 year of results now that we have, and people are still making really nice profit from it. So if you can be using something for a whole year and it's been making money for a year, I think that's quite a good test whether or not it's any good, really. Fair enough, if you started using something and maybe it was like the first week or two and it made really good money, then you could still question it and be like, well, what's it going to be like in future? But when it's been a whole year, then it's like really, really safe to say it's very good. But when so I've just mentioned that the Dali Express, so I can click the close button there, and you can see there another one's just popped up. Chepstow 840 race this evening. The horse is Serafia with either Unibet or Skybet there, both at back odds of 8.5, and that would be a 3.5% rating there, or 103.53, but it basically means 3.5% plus EV. So again, you could just place that £1 each way on it. If your bankroll, the total amount of money that you have available for that strategy, is £200, £1 each way, I think is quite safe, because then you're betting £2 total. And that, of course, would just be £1 of 1% of your total bankroll. So someone did mention on the Facebook group that you risk 0.5%, but in my opinion, 1% is absolutely safe. And I've seen many, many people also sticking with 1%. I've never seen anyone just lose all of their money on a 1% risk. Obviously, if you're doing something crazy like risking 10 or 20% of your bankroll per bet, then there is a chance you could just lose all of your money. But yeah, 1% I think is very, very safe, especially when you're mixing in these low, back odds of 8.5. Maybe if you were just getting on horses that were like back odds of 50 plus, then you would probably just go for 0.5%. Another one just jumped up there as well. Chepstow 840 race again. Mellow Mood with Skybet, back odds of 15. And that's a 2.5% rating. So literally, we've been live here for 7 minutes and already managed to, the software's already managed to find 3, or was it 4 actually? 3 or 4 value bets for us to get on. Of course, with the auto software, which has been very, very popular with people, that just, you literally just click run on it, enter all your bookmaker details into the software, click run, and then allow it to do its thing there. And again, been seeing people making loads and loads of money from that each month, especially those people that are able to have multiple accounts set up on it as well. So yeah, each way sniper then. Got Rebel here. If you have any questions to do with the options settings there, or any filter settings that you want to go through, anything like that, do let me know. And then I've got my Predictology account logged in here. This is something that it takes a lot of learning, Predictology. It's not quite as straightforward as Each Way Sniper or Rebel Betting. I'd say on a scale of like which one of these strategies is the easiest to learn and get into quickest, it's probably Each Way Sniper would be the easiest, because that is literally just, it shows you the bet, you go and place an each way bet on it, and that's it. It's so simple. Obviously with Rebel Betting, that's the exact same thing, but because there's different betting markets like Asian handicap and there's like American sports on there, it can be a bit of a learning curve to learn about which kind of bets you need to find, and all the different kind of sports and markets. So definitely Each Way Sniper, very easiest. Then probably Rebel is second. I would say Match Betting would be third, because of course there's a lot to learn, like the advanced stuff as well with Match Betting. That also takes a fair bit of learning, like at least a month or two, I would say, at least. But by far, Predictology, which is Betfair trading, definitely takes the longest amount of time. But the beauty of Predictology and Betfair trading is, of course, once you've got it nailed down and you're profitable, then you're not going to get banned and restricted by bookmakers. So that's the plus side. The minus side is it takes the most time to learn. The plus side is it's profitable forever. It's not like with these other with Match Betting, Oddsmonkey, Each Way Sniper, and Rebel. yeah, you can make thousands of pounds, but sadly, it doesn't last forever. You will lose your accounts because the bookies don't want you to bankrupt them there. But yeah, if you have any questions on if you're on the £1 trial for Predictology and you have a question for me, I may not be able to answer your question because, as I say, I'm learning myself. But I'll certainly try my best anyway. But let me see here if there's any questions here. So hello and good evening. I can see the 15 live viewers there. If you are feeling generous and you want to drop a like on the live stream, I do appreciate it. I believe it's something to do with it helps YouTube realize that people are enjoying the stream, so then it might recommend it to other people. And then, if other people join in and they can also benefit from the stream and have any questions, then that's great. Just great all around. And hi to anyone watching on the replay. I know these streams usually get now about 400 or 500 views on the replay, which is really cool to see. Do appreciate the support, obviously, goes without saying. But Jake Blenkin, hi there, good evening, saying, hi, Chris. I've been using the Each Way Sniper for about 2 weeks now. I'm around £70 up, so very nice. Yeah, it's great to see when people comment and mention that they're getting involved with things that I've recommended on here. And then obviously seeing them in a profit, that's really, really nice to read there. So congrats on the profit so far. And then you put there your question, and I was just wondering what each way stakes you would recommend. So what if you could let me know, please, Jake, what stakes have you been using to get to that £70 of profit, please? And what bankroll do you have? Because if you have a bankroll of, say, £100, then I wouldn't there's certain stake sizes that I would not recommend for you. So yeah, if you can let me know those two, please. What have you been staking already, and what's your current total bankroll that you can afford to put into it? And then Paul Sheldon, hi there, good evening, saying I found choosing the extra places option, the software doesn't filter the max number of horses in a race. I set it to 10, and it always shows more than that. Okay. So is that I don't suppose so? I've actually not noticed that. So so let me just get my head around that. Choosing the extra places option, software doesn't filter the max number of horses in a race. I set it to 10, and it always. Okay, so you're basically wanting to only get on races where there are 10 horses max in that race. But if it's on the extra places option, it just ignores that and goes for any race there. So I don't know what could be going on there. I think that would have to be something that would be mentioned to, of course, the creator there, Mike Cruikshank. And I'm sure that's something he can look at. I know he's always, regularly putting updates on the Each Way Sniper software, which is another thing that I like about it, actually. It's not a software, I guess much like Oddsmonkey, Rebel, and Predictology, actually. Each Way Sniper and the rest, they're not softwares which are just like been put out there years ago and now nothing gets done with them, no updates or anything. These are regularly maintained softwares that are always being updated. And yeah, Each Way Sniper is one of those for sure. So yeah, if you can mention that to him, then I'm sure he'll crack on with an update for that if that's something. Well, obviously it's not ideal, is it, if that's what you're wanting to set it at then. But Jeremy K, hi there, good evening, saying, have you tried Betfair Bot Manager? And then saying, don't think I've seen it on the channel. So that is actually great question there. So over on Predictology, they have this auto betting section here. And when you click that part there, it then brings up these extra options here. So auto betting setup, auto bet connections, and then there's the prediction strategy files, shortlist strategy files, and second half betting strategy. So on the auto betting setup, this actually goes through how to connect the Betfair Bot Manager to Predictology. And then that way you can, when you have these various strategies here, so prediction strategy files, you can actually have these files on here. So I actually need to log in to a further part there actually to get to those files. So you can actually connect it and then be able to have all those strategy bets being placed for you on autopilot. As you know, that's what Betfair Bot Manager is. That's exactly what it's for. So I have not yet started using it for myself, but absolutely, this is something that's going to be happening next month when the football season gets going again properly, sort of involving Premier League and the English leagues as well. So yeah, that's something that I want to be making a video on and showing how to connect it and setting up strategy files and everything like that. There's lots of content coming to the channel very soon. I think it's going to be something that's like new and fresh to the channel because, of course, I've done a lot of match betting videos now on the channel, and I almost feel like I'm what's the word? Exhausted literally all of the match betting video ideas that I can think of. Any questions people have asked, I've made a video to do with it. Like literally, you could ask a question, I've probably made a video for it. So yeah, this is something that will be new to the channel, and can't wait to get started with it. And then Paul there just saying will do. So nice one. And Jake there just saying then. So £70 is from 6 bookmakers at 50 pence each way. So £1 total then. And I started with £50 in each account just to try it out. But okay, I do have an option to put more in. Okay. So at that then, yeah, of course, 50 times the 6, quick maths, £300 total bankroll, but with an option to put more in. Okay. So at the very, very minimum, you've got 300 quid there. So basically, yeah, you can absolutely, of course, you can do way more than just the 50 pence each way. So with regards to your question, then what stakes would I recommend? I've seen people getting fantastic results with £2.50 each way. So that would obviously be £5 total. With you saying you have the option to put more in, you got 300 net. Well, actually, you started with 300 and now you got 370. So yeah, if you can put an extra 130 quid in to bring you up to £500 bankroll, I would definitely get going with £2.50 each way, £5 total stakes there for sure. And I mean, what would that be? £70 profit in those 2 weeks if you would have been on a 5 times larger stake then. So 70 times the 5. I should know that off the top of my head. Yeah, of course it's 350. So yeah, if you would have been on £2.50 each way stakes instead of 70 quid in 2 weeks, you would have made £350 in 2 weeks. But I absolutely agree and appreciate you testing it out there and sort of dipping your toe in with much lower stakes there. So that's absolutely fine. Don't take it as I'm having a go at you for not using large enough stakes there. But Paul, just saying there, would you recommend setting each way sniper to 104 for extra place races? Well, I mean, I said, as I mentioned earlier, I do set the filter up for 104 as a minimum rating. That is, a lot of that is to do with the fact that on a Saturday in the VIP members live streams, when I'm sharing these bets with people, I am also looking on the extra place matcher here on Oddsmonkey, of course, finding bets like that one there at the top there, where it's, very tiny qualifying loss for a great profit. So I'm kind of multitasking between sharing extra place bets from the extra place matcher, jumping back over to the each way sniper software to share those bets. And it's a bit of a balancing act. So I find putting it to 104 as the minimum, it still brings in plenty of matches on a Saturday, but not as many. It's not as hectic. But if you aren't doing what I'm doing, you're not live streaming to people and trying to focus on multiple things, and maybe if you're just using the auto software, so it's even easier for you, then I would personally say go to the 100 rating and just have it set on 100 as the minimum rating. I've seen lots of evidence of lots and lots of people in very, very nice profits with 100 as their minimum rating. So like that one there at the moment, Mellow Mood on the Chepstow 840 race with Sky Bet back odds of 15. that is only a 100.83 of a rating, but it is still a positive EV rating. So you would still want to get on that bet there. So that's just what I would do. And then, so you know my name. Hi there, good evening. That's a different kind of name there. Saying, hi, when it comes to the bog strategy, don't you think it makes it easier for bookies to gub your account, or more likely, shall I say? So I think my opinion on so strategies that are making you money, ultimately you are going to get gubbed. I mean, I've never done, although I have videos on the channel sort of showing how bog hunting works and the bog strategy works. I've never done like serial bog hunting for myself, but I've now seen people doing it on a regular basis, and the profit that's going to come from it isn't going to be like a regular non-stop thing where you could just be placing bets and like every single day you're going to make money. I think you should look at the bog strategy as just a nice little extra boost to your profits there. Don't focus on it solely like that's the only thing you're going to do. I think it's good to have like a good mix of things, like a bit of each way no lay betting with each way sniper, a bit of extra places betting with the Oddsmonkey extra place matcher, obviously using their bog matcher as well, and have a bit of that in there. Some two-up betting as well, like just and casino betting, just having a little mix of everything, and then taking the profits from each and every one. And 1 month, one strategy might not be so good, so profitable, and then another month, it might turn around and be amazing. So yeah, that's probably what I would say with that. Don't just focus on one strategy like bogs, but focus spread your focus across many each month there. But Jake there just saying, thank you, Chris. You're very welcome. Currently have mine set at 98%. Seems to be working well. I've just up to 10 accounts. Oh, very nice. I'm now debating whether to go back down to 6 and up the bets. So yeah, I mean, the only thing with that, I would up the rating from 98 to 100. I have seen people making good profits at 98, but for me, like if you started going on a downward spiral of losses, like day after day of losses, you might then question like, oh, is 98 the correct setting? So yeah, the only thing I would say to change there. I mean, the 10 accounts sounds fantastic, but yeah, definitely I would up the rating to 100% there for sure. I would 100% update it to 100% there. But what I'll do, if there's no more questions there, because I no longer have a set time on these live streams, it's basically just go live at 7. We'll answer some questions, and then if no more are coming through, then we'll wrap it up. So let me just check over on there we are on Crowdcast. So okay, no one here on Crowdcast. Usually there can be 1 or 2 people on the Crowdcast stream, but yeah, I will go ahead and wrap up this evening's stream. Then we will be live again. So the next live stream will be Saturday morning at 10 a.m. for 1 hour. That morning stream, that's the VIP members live stream. If you fancy joining me and the other members there, basically it's like an hour of questions. Maybe if you've had a question that I've between now and Saturday, you can ask me in there. Absolutely fine. But we'll also be checking what extra place races we'll be focusing on in the afternoon live stream, as well as finding any bets that are profitable bets in that 1 hour in the morning. And then in the afternoon, we also go live. I'm trying to think what time that will be. So I think that one will be 1 o'clock in the afternoon start time till 2:30 on Saturday. And that is, again, just more of the same with extra place betting, each way no lay betting, and trying to get on as many plus EV bets as possible there. So yeah, hope you can join in and see me on that Saturday streams then. And if not, I'll hopefully catch you next Monday at 7 p.m. then. Cheers.